So ahead of Gloucester's game against London Welsh on Saturday, Nick Wood. After the narrow loss on Friday to the Ospreys, how important for Gloucester's LV Cup campaign is a win on Saturday?
Yeah, it's massive. It's a strange old system. You don't play the teams in your group, so quite often the results in your group don't affect your standings, and so it is pretty complicated. And as players, we don't really understand it. So for us, it's just about concentrating on winning. It was good that we got the losing bonus point out of the Ospreys game. Aside from the LV Cup, we've had to make a few squad rotations for Fiji and for the Ospreys game, and there's a few more changes for this weekend. And it's a chance for us to drive on. We've got a couple of big games post the LV. We've got Sale, we've got Saracens, and then we're back into Europe. So it's a really important time for us to sort of build some momentum and carry on from where we left off.
You mentioned the last few games, the games against Ospreys and most notably Fiji on Tuesday evening. It gave the squad a chance to rotate, and those that have been away from the first team actually a chance to shine. How do you think that they cope?
Well, I think that's exactly what they did. They did shine. Certainly the Ospreys game, perhaps a bit of nous at the end of the game would have sealed the victory for us, but their spirit throughout the game epitomised everything that Gloucester's been about this year. And they went down sort of by 12, 13 points in the second half, and you kind of thought, or you could have been tempted into thinking that that was it, the Ospreys were going to win it. And then the next thing you know, 2 quick tries from us because of our fight back, and we're suddenly the ones trying to defend the lead. But again against Fiji, 18 points down, 18-0 down against a very good team. We just grafted our way back in, found our strengths in the game, and imposed our game on theirs.
Obviously, before the season started, a lot of plaudits would be going towards the backs and the exciting backline that we have. From a forward's perspective, you must be delighted, especially against the game against Fiji, 2 penalty tries secured at the scrum. That must say a lot about the quality of forwards Gloucester do have.
It does, yeah. And we're not a big squad, but we do have some good strength throughout that squad, and especially up front, the guys against Fiji really stepped up. And whether it's an A side or not, it's an international A side, and those guys are internationals. They were by far physically the bigger team, but the hard work that the boys put in on and off the field paid off in terms of those 2 penalty tries.
Looking ahead to Saturday now in London Welsh at Kingsholm, are you expecting a similar squad that we played earlier on in the season?
I think they're in a similar boat to us, that they don't have a massive squad, so I think we'll probably end up facing a pretty similar team that we played 6-7 weeks ago.
And obviously on a personal level, you're in your testimonial year this year. Do you want to give us an update of where we're at with your year and what's next?
Yeah, the committee informed me actually recently of how it was going, and they were pretty happy with it. The Curry Nights have been taken very well, concentrating on giving something back to grassroots rugby. There was a Curry Night last night against at Stoke, which went down very well. About 100 people turned up, which was great of them to turn up and support. And the next event on the calendar is the 19th of December for back to school party at Dean Close School. So it should be a bit of fun. School uniforms compulsory.